What's your most painful example of, I did everything I could, but it still wasn't enough? I never had a criminal record, never missed a single child support payment, never badmouthed my ex-wife Kiara in court, even when she deserved it. When we divorced, I agreed to joint custody without a fight. She wanted to move 2 hours away for a job, and I said okay because I thought putting Malik first meant letting him stay close to his mom. I got a better job just to afford the gas for those weekend drives, changed my entire work schedule around school breaks and holidays. When Kiara told the mediator I didn't know how to raise a teenager, I signed up for parenting classes at the community center, sat there with actual troubled parents while the instructor taught us breathing exercises. Then Malik started failing classes. I hired a tutor out of my own pocket, drove him to the library every Saturday I had him. When he got into a fight at school, I found him a therapist and begged the principal not to suspend him, kept it off his record, did everything quietly, properly. That's when Kiara started with the excuses. He doesn't want to come this weekend. He needs consistency. All this back and forth is confusing him. My weekends got cut down. Then every other weekend became once a month. Phone calls went straight to voicemail. Malik's texts changed from "can't wait to see you" to "mom says you're being difficult." I documented everything. Screenshots of ignored messages, calendars marking canceled visits, voicemails of me asking to just talk to my son, filed for custody enforcement 3 separate times. Each time the judge looked at me over his glasses and said, "Kids get older, Mr. Hayes. They make their own choices. We can't force a teenager into a car." So I waited, stayed ready, kept his room exactly how he liked it. On Malik's 15th birthday, I took the day off work, spent 6 hours cooking his favorite meal, jerk chicken with rice and peas like my mom used to make, built him a gaming setup I'd been saving for, the kind he'd been sending me videos about for months, had everything wrapped and ready by the table. He never showed up. At 8 p.m., my phone finally rang. It was him. "Dad, I can't come." "Don't make this harder than it is." "Malik, it's your birthday. I made dinner. I have your gift right here. Mom says I don't have to go if I don't want to. This is my choice." But it wasn't his voice. Not really. Those were her words coming out of his mouth, and we both knew it. 3 weeks later, I got a letter from a lawyer. Official letterhead, fancy envelope. Malik had filed paperwork requesting to terminate contact, said it was his decision, and that forcing a relationship was emotionally harmful. The document had phrases no 15-year-old would ever write, stuff about autonomous developmental needs and parental alignment. I read it 5 times standing in my kitchen. Then I looked at the dining room. The cake was still in the fridge, untouched. His gift was still under the table, wrapped in the paper he used to like with the little cars on it. I'd followed every single rule, every court date, every deadline, every payment, every class, every form they made me fill out. I'd driven 4 hours round trip every weekend for 3 years, rearranged my entire life, and it still wasn't enough to keep my son.